Hello guys, we're about one here, and today I am going to be doing the future of Yu-Gi-Oh segment, and I am going to be talking about the new pendulum deck, Amorphage. At least I think that's how you pronounce the name. And I am going to be talking about if I think this deck, if these cards will be good, if I think they will be able to work in our meta, and also maybe a little bit of lore to it, because there's a certain card that can be here, which is this card, which I believe ties in with all of this. So let's talk about this. So first of all, we have a 4-mage Cavum. It is an Earth level 4, scale 5, 0 attack, 2050 defense, 0 attack. It's got a pendulum effect and a monster effect. And it is an effect, monster pendulum, of course. Its pendulum effect is during each of your standby phases, tribute one monster or destroy this card. So basically, you've got to tribute your cards to keep the scale on board, something like that. Its other pendulum effect is, while you control an Amorphage monster, neither player can activate cards or effects in a chain. So basically, your opponent can't change your effects. So you activate, say, MST. Say MST, and your opponent can't activate, say, Odd Eyes Fusion, and stuff like that. So that's actually quite good, I would say. That's a good effect, in my opinion. It's got the tribute bit is quite bad, but it's got a good monster. It's got a good, solid effect. That can activate. Also, it's other than Amorphage monsters. Well, why you control an Amorphage monster? But so if you don't control any of this, then it's kind of pointless. But tributing pendulum monsters doesn't really matter, because you can just bring them back easily. So as long as you've got the monsters on board, it's a good card. And its monster effect is, while this pendulum summon or flip face up card is on the field, neither player can special summon monsters from the extra deck except Amorphage monsters. So it basically locks out the extra deck. It's kind of like Unicorn, but more powerful, which is actually quite good. I could see this being a very good card in the meta, purely because of it's got a good monster effect. It's got a good pendulum effect other than the tribute bit, but it's very good. So I'll give that card a thumbs up in my own opinion. Next is Amorphage Olga. I think that's how you pronounce that. It is an Earth level 4 scale 3 dragon pendulum monster with 1650 attack with 0 defense. So basically this is kind of the opposite of this, but with attack stats. And its pendulum effect is, during each of your standby phases, tribute one monster on or destroy this card. Oh, so basically all of these monsters, all these pendulum monsters are going to have that same effect in the opinion. Then, so yeah, okay. And its other pendulum effect is, while you control an Amorphage monster, neither player can tribute monsters except Amorphage monsters. Now that's actually quite good, because it means that your opponent can't... Because this would be a great card against the Monarch matchup, as long as you're controlling Amorphages, of course. But it means that your opponent can't use Monarch Stormforth and tribute your cards, and it also means your opponent can't tribute their own cards to summon their big monsters. Meaning that is very good in its own right as well. It's got good stats. It's got 1650 stats, which is quite good, and it's got a good pendulum effect. So it means that you can actually use very good effects with it. Okay, and its monster effect is, while this pendulum summon or flipped face up card is on the field, neither player can special summon monsters from there. Oh, okay, so all the Amorphages from the looks of it are going to have that effect, where if they control if they're not pendulum summoned or flip summoned, your opponent, neither player can special summon from the extra deck unless they have Amorphage monsters in the extra deck. Okay, so that actually makes sense. So yeah, that's the Amorphage Yugioh. I would say this has a good, a decent effect as well. It's probably not going to be one of the more used ones. Its pendulum effect isn't great. It's good against the new Monarch matchup, but I wouldn't say it's a good card. I would say it's going to be one of the lesser used ones, but it's a decent card in its own right. I wouldn't say it's a good card, but it's decent. So I'm going to have to give it a thumbs down, in my opinion, but it can be an okay card. Plus, it's a level 4, so you can use it for overlays and stuff, as long as you've normal summoned it at least. And the final monster is Amorphage Iritum. I think that's how you pronounce that. And it's a level 8 Earth monster, scale 5, Dragon Pendulum monster with 2750 attack and 0 defense. Its pendulum effect is, it's got the tribute effect of this, as which all the other ones have, and its other pendulum effect is, while you control an Amorphage monster, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead, except to Romage cards. Now, that is actually very good. That's basically a Macrocosmos on legs. Well, it's kind of like a Macrocosmos. So I have to admit, this card is probably going to be one of the best ones. It sucks that it's a level 8, but it's still a very good card. I would probably use this in my deck if I decided to fuse this with other decks, because this seems like a very good card, and I can believe that this card will actually be used in most Pendulum decks, of course with the other Amorphages too, so you can actually get its effect off. And so I also have to give that card effect a thumbs up, because it's actually very broken, and it's actually a very good effect for a Pendulum monster. It's basically macro on legs, which is very good, and there's nothing more to say about that, really. And it's got, neither player can special summon monsters from the extra deck except for Amorphage monsters, so basically the same effect as all the others. So, oh, and this one doesn't have to be flipped face up. Oh, that's okay, I guess. But it sucks that this card is level 8, but I have to give it a thumbs up purely because it has the banishing effect. Because when you're going up against a Pendulum deck, banishing cards is amazing. And finally, the spell card, which is Amorphage Infection. So it's a continuous spell card. Its effect is, all 4 mage monsters on the field gain 100 attack and defense for each Amorphage card on the field. So basically, if you have 2 scales and like three other monsters on the board, then all monsters are going to be gaining 500 attack. That's pretty good. Plus the own card, so it'll gain 600. Its other effect is, if a monster's in your hand or your side of the field is tributed or destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can add 1 Amorphage card from your deck to your hand. So it's got a Searcher card, which is very nice. I got to give that a thumbs up instantly, purely because it's got a Searcher card. So guys, I think this is going to be a very good deck. I think when it gets more cards, it will be a lot better. I think they probably need to get a higher scale, because this is level 8. I can't predict them getting a higher scale because of the level 8, but yeah. But yeah, and now I wanted to talk about a little bit of the lore, which because I noticed something. Well, someone on Zodiac noticed something, and I kind of saw it as well, but I wasn't too sure. And it's, when you look at Vector, he's got an action. If you look at his staff, all the Amorphages have the staff in them. Because look, the Amorphage Iritum has it here. Amorphage Olgol has it here, and Amorphage Kavum has it here, and it's kind of cool just because of that. And also, when you think about it, Vector's flavor text says, this overlord overran an entire world with his army of Draco Fiends, using his dragon alchemy to convert all life into his terrible minions. The source of his power is the unidentified and probably extra dimensional. So when you think about it, this card kind of flips into context of all of these, because also when you look at Amorphage Infection, the mole's kind of the hedgehog's kind of turning into a dragon on there, so it kind of all fits together when you think about it. So this card actually combines with all of these. So I wonder if we'll actually get some lore behind it, like a story from Konami, because that'd actually be very interesting to see. And guys, I think that is it for this video. Please tell me if you liked it, tell me if you like this deck, and tell me if you would like me to do maybe some duel videos with it. Tell me if you want me to try and build a deck with it. And please like, comment, and subscribe for more Yugioh videos, because I love making these types of videos for you guys, and it will just be nice. So guys, this is the end of the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more Yugioh videos, and I'll be seeing you next time, guys. Thanks for watching, and RobberBat1 is signing out.